Hey everyone, and welcome to this workshop in the UTOPIA Collective on getting organized. As someone with their Mercury and their North Node and Lilith as well in Virgo, like organization is everything to me. I love journaling, like I love having systems, to-do list, planning, and I feel like getting organized is almost like a framework, like a challenge that you take on. Like, yes, I'm gonna get organized in this one way. I'm gonna put like everything towards it. Like, I'm gonna revolutionize my life. Like, it has to be like a mission, and that's the intention of this workshop today to tap us back onto that frequency of feeling organized if we haven't felt that organized lately. So I want us to begin with just like some mindfulness, grounding into like the physical world, like the 3D, our bodies, the space around us to tap in. Because I think a lot of the times when we don't feel organized, especially if you like me have ADHD, it's because we're not that grounded. Like we're not in our root chakra energy. We might be up in the higher chakras, and we're not moving slowly. We're not present. We're not necessarily mindful. We're not strategizing, and we're not organizing. So organization is massively. I mean, disorganization is a root chakra block, but then organization is a sign of a healthy root chakra. So we're going to be using different techniques in this workshop together to call in this like organized vibe that we're calling in, such as EFT, journaling, distance Reiki, which I'll be sending to you, and meditation, a little bit of visualization as well. And for this workshop, I would recommend you have the journal and pen beside you, a drink, like either a hot drink or a cold drink. I know that's like the only two drink options, but I felt cool to say. And you may want to be in somewhere that you're like quite comfy so that you feel like you can meditate and not be disturbed or anything. Or if you don't want to be disturbed, it's like up to you and stuff. But yeah, I really hope this helps you to feel like you're organizing your aura, organizing your energy field, and then your space around you, your life around you as a result of that. I want this to be like a vibration organizer. If this was a machine, I feel like I just want this ritual or this workshop, let's call it, to just help to organize our vibration, like, like in a galactic way, like things just falling into place, like with the sun, and like everything that we're organizing is like these planets that are like spinning around in this frequency that's like aligned rather than just flying all over everywhere, like just aligning the organization energies in our space. So, like I say, I feel like organization is about the root chakra, so slowing down and connecting with the present moment to ground yourself in your body and in your surroundings. So, one way to do this is to take a second now to notice the colors around you. We will take in a slow, deep breath first. Hold it for a moment and gently exhale through your mouth. And then looking around your space and noticing 3 colors that catch your eye around you. Maybe it's the soft blue of your favorite blanket, or the green of your plant, the golden light streaming in through your window. Let these colors ground you and help you feel connected with your space. Now listening to the sounds around you, noticing 3 sounds that are in your environment. Maybe it's the hum of the fridge, the distant murmur of traffic, the chirping of birds outside. With each sound, let yourself feel connected to your surroundings. Allow these sounds to gently anchor you, knowing that there's no need to control or to change anything. And now tuning into your breath, beginning to deepen your breath, inhaling slowly 4 counts through your nose. And exhaling gently for 6 counts through your mouth. And as you inhale for 4 and exhale for 6 counts, You want to place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Breathing in for 4 and exhaling for 6. Noticing how your breath feels as it flows in and out. Is it shallow or is it deep? Is it fast or is it slow? Let yourself simply observe without judgment. And as you inhale slowly for 4 counts through your nose, feel your belly rise under your hand. And as you exhale gently for 6 counts through your mouth, feel your belly fall. Repeat this cycle, breathing in for 4 and out for 6 for a few cycles, letting your breath become your anchor in the present moment. Now bringing all of your focus to your body, scanning it from head to toe, starting at the top of your head. Notice your forehead. Is it relaxed or is it tense? Let your eyebrows soften and feel your eyes gently settle in their sockets. Moving down your face, check your jaw. Are you clenching? If so, let it release. Notice your tongue. Let it rest softly in your mouth. Now bringing your attention to your neck and your shoulders. Are your shoulders lifted or tight? Let them drop down and relax. Feel the weight of your head being fully supported by your neck. Let your arms feel heavy and supported. Notice your hands. Are they open, clenched, or resting? Let them soften. Feel your chest rising and falling with each breath. And imagine the tension melting away on your upper back like ice in the sun. Scan your stomach and your hips. How does your stomach feel? Breathe into this space. Noticing your hips supported by the chair or the floor. You can let them relax fully too. Noticing your thighs, your knees, calves and feet. Feel the connection between your feet and the ground. You can wiggle your toes and notice how your feet feel right now. And you can affirm to yourself, I am in my body. I am here. I am whole. Amazing. So taking one last deep breath in through your nose and holding it at the top for a count of 4, feeling all of the peaceful energy you've created and slowly exhaling through your mouth, releasing any lingering tension and gently bringing your awareness back to your space so that when you're ready, you can open your eyes and you can stretch your arms and legs, feeling how soft, open, and aligned your energy is. And grabbing your journal and pen for this next part of the workshop, our journaling prompt is asking, what feels really unorganized right now in my life? What feels really unorganized right now in my life? And as you do this journaling, I'm going to be sending you distance Reiki on the specific things that you're journaling on to help to clear this energy. So, what feels really unorganized or disorganized right now in my life is the journal prompt. Okay, I'm sending you your Reiki now. What feels really disorganized right now in your life? This is the only journal prompt that might not feel that good to do. My hopes is that the Reiki helps it feel a little better to do this journal prompt as well. I feel like it's so important to acknowledge before we take any action towards creating what we want, to acknowledge where we are and what we want to change about where we are so we know where we're going to. So, when you're ready, our next journal prompt is: what habits and actions help me to feel organized in my life? What habits and actions help me to feel organized in my life? Our next journal prompt is asking: how do I feel like being organized will benefit my life? How do I feel like being organized will benefit my life? Okay, and finally, I want us to go into like where in your life, in terms of which part of your identity help you to feel more organized, and which identities do you want to move towards to help you on this journey of organization that you were wanting to go on in this masterclass. For instance, an identity that you may currently have is a mother, and you may feel like you're super organized as a mother, or you may be a student and you may feel like you're super organized with your studies. Like, what identities do you currently hold that lead you to feel organized? Is the first part. And then the second part is like, what identities are you moving into that you want to take this energy of organization into? For instance, you may want a promotion at work, you may want to be someone that's promoted. And organization may be something that you feel like will help you to get there, or an identity that you may have is someone who travels and you want to be a digital nomad and you want to feel organized. Like what I'm talking about, specific identities, like almost like labels that you would give yourself or that you want to give yourself, and how these labels have or will help you to feel organized, and like how the energy of organization ties in as well. If that makes sense. If you're watching the replay, you can leave a comment as well if you have any questions about anything. Reiki is almost like a massage, but for your energy field rather than your 3D body. It's like an energy massage for like, I guess like 5D body, like your energy body, right? I guess 5D and higher. So just to close up this workshop together, I wanted to dive into some EFT to really shake away any extra energy that you're holding on to when it comes to organization. Like, if you, like me, have ADHD, I feel like this EFT will help so much because so much energy gets stored in the body when you have ADHD. And so releasing this, especially on the topic of organization, which is the same with ADHD, I feel like it is so powerful. So we can begin by tapping on the karate chop point of the hand. And as we do this, we'll be saying some different statements. And if you have done EFT before, these statements are going to be like mostly negative, like this is what I struggle with, this is how this is affecting my life, stuff like that. So as we tap on this point, it's freeing that energy from our aura. And then we're going to go for a full round of tapping on these different points here, but you can just repeat after me while I'm doing them. And that's when we're going to like bring some more positive energy into it. So if at the start you're like, why is this so negative? It's because EFT is like clearing that energy from our aura. So you can just start by repeating after me. Let me check the time first. Okay. And repeating after me. And like in terms of where I'm tapping, one, say, two up into the EFT. I would love to feel more organized. But right now, my life just feels messy. My room looks like a tornado hit it. Clothes are everywhere, on the bed, on the chair, on the floor. It's like they've staged a rebellion. They've decided that they will not, under any circumstances, be in the wardrobe where they're supposed to be. There's empty water bottles, random receipts. I'll pop on here. And old notebooks that are piled up in every corner. I can't even find the stuff I need most days. It's like my stuff is actively hiding from me. And they always say, tidy home, tidy mind. And I want to master both. I feel like my schedule is another thing that I want to get more organized with because I am always double booked. I forget about plans I made weeks ago. So I end up agreeing to new ones at the same time. And because I don't have a system to keep track of what's happening around me, I'm constantly apologizing for being late or for canceling. So I feel like I'm letting people down, which just adds to the stress and the overwhelm. And I try and get organized. I start planners, but I never stick to them. I truly love the idea of a fresh start. But after a few weeks, I lose interest and stop writing in my planners. The pages look so pretty at first, but they quickly get messy or abandoned altogether. And every time I stop using these planners and systems to organize my life, I have this feeling of guilt, like, oh, I failed again, which makes my goals seem even more far away. And they already seem far away enough. Like when I think about my goals, I don't even know how to break them down into steps. So they just sit there untouched. And it feels like I'll never reach them because I can't focus enough to make the progress that I want to. And even now, just thinking about my goals just makes me feel anxious. So, yeah, in general, I can avoid my goals altogether, which some people may call procrastination. But it's like there's so much to do in the 21st century. I'm already drowning in emails and notifications. Important emails are getting buried under spam and offers I never even signed up for. And I feel like I'll never be on top of things. I'll never be on top of my time. I just lose time sometimes and I'm like, where have the days gone? Or I'll be scrolling on TikTok and I check my phone and it's been 6 hours. Like, yeah, maybe in those 6 hours I did have fun, but it's also a distraction. Because by the time I finish scrolling, I'm too drained to get anything done. So then my important goals are blocked from actually being created. Because then I have to rush through what's actually important to me from being so busy. Sometimes I literally only get things done at the last minute, which means that I'm always stressed and rushed. I convince myself that I work better under pressure, but the reality is that I just hate starting. And the longer I put things off, the harder they feel to tackle. So the harder they are to start. And there are certain things that I've just been putting off now for too long. Like there are certain things I know I just need to do at this point. Certain places in my home that I know I just need to clean. And there's a next level that I'm wanting to move on to when it comes to my organization. But it's hard to stay organized when I'm in survival mode unless I feel like my organization is productive. I want organization that is grounding to my nervous system, and organization that helps me to reach my goals. Instead of always pushing myself so hard to be productive, then crashing and being able to do anything for days. And in these moments, I feel so guilty when I rest. So I'm just constantly caught in this cycle of overwhelm and overworking and exhaustion to the point where the thought of adding anything onto my plate kind of makes me panic. Because right now, I just feel like I'm playing catch up in my life instead of being in control. Oh my God, that one. There's no structure or rhythm to my days. So everything feels scattered. It feels like I'm constantly just juggling everything in my life. And I feel like if I stop for a single moment, everything will just come crashing down. It's a lot of pressure. But even though I'm holding on to all of this weight, I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. I forgive myself of having this identity of someone who is disorganized and subconsciously believing that I was born disorganized and nothing can change that. Because when I hold on to this identity, organization feels unnatural. Like I'm pretending to be someone that I'm not. Because it's hard to imagine myself being an organized person. I can't see myself sticking to a routine. Consistency feels impossible because I lose motivation so quickly. Where I've started and stopped so many routines that I don't trust myself to stick with anything. But I love and accept and forgive myself for this. And I'm making the time now to get organized. I'm ready to tap into the luxury of organization and planning my life before taking action. And even though in the past I have felt too lazy to change anything, I love and accept and forgive myself. And even though I feel guilty for lacking the discipline to make these changes, I love and accept and forgive myself. And even though I feel like I'm so far behind, there's not even any point in starting now, I love and forgive and accept myself. Because, yeah, sometimes it's hard to shake that feeling like that I've missed my chance. And it's hard to shake that feeling that I'll just mess it up again. because in the past I've fallen into bad habits. And I think, who am I to try and create this life that I want? I'm allowing myself to step into this new identity now of an organized person who doesn't associate structure with rules and restrictions, but instead sees structure as a luxury, just like organization. And I'm ready to be someone that can be organized, but still be creative and spontaneous. And I'm ready to deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself instead of comparing myself to others who may be more organized than me. But their lives look so perfect that mine feels like a mess in comparison. I'm ready to shake off all of that weight now and get structured, to set goals and get clarity on what I want, to help me to create a clear path ahead, filled with this feeling of structure, certainty, and organization. Okay, amazing. So we went into quite a few limiting beliefs. Hopefully you're feeling a bit lighter after that EFT. And now we'll dive into the more positive stuff, going through the cycle, starting on the top of the head, like I mentioned earlier. I'm ready to feel super organized and to just tap into this new energy of organization. And I'm ready to embody this identity of someone who is super organized to the point where it's like this feeling I have deep in my bones that I'm super organized to the point where no one can tell me otherwise. And on this journey to become more organized, I'm ready to make this fun and creative, such as making a vision board for what I want, grabbing magazines and some scissors, including pictures of goals and quotes that inspire me, having it somewhere that I can see each day, and organizing and decluttering my space, tackling one area at a time. Oh my God. Like my closet or my desk, to help make my space more organized. I'm ready to lovingly release anything I don't use anymore, such as donating to a charity, so that my space is super organized and I'm tapped into my root chakra. Because I know that a clean space will help me to feel calmer and more focused. So as I'm adopting this identity of someone that is super organized, I'm excited for all of the new things I'm going to explore. Like creating a daily or weekly schedule, using blocks of time for my priorities, and leaving flexibility for rest, setting reminders so that I don't forget important tasks. Big energy, oh my God. And having a schedule that is simple but effective so that I feel more in control of my life. I'm also ready to get back into my journaling practice. to clear away any old energy in my life and write down everything that's swirling in my head to clear the space for focus. I'll use journal prompts to reflect on my goals and my intentions. And I'm ready for journaling to become my go-to tool to help me to organize my life. Because when I journal, my goals become more clear. And it becomes way easier to take action. Like every single time. So I'm ready to tap into my CEO energy since I'm the boss of my own life. Dedicating time for everything I need. Planning my errands in advance. And making cleaning fun by vibing to my favorite playlist rather than feeling like it's something boring. I'm ready to clean out any energy in my life that doesn't serve my highest aligned timeline and clear out any energy that makes me feel unorganized. Organizing my space from head to toe, organizing my phone, deleting unused apps, and cleaning my camera roll. I'm ready to create a financial tracker to keep track of what's coming in and going out each month. And I'm so excited to set up a morning and nighttime routine to set the tone for my day and to help me to relax at night. Because I know that when I get more organized, my space becomes a place to reset. And as I stick to my routines, my life comes together more and more. And I know when I have a clear plan to reach my goals, it's easier to stop procrastinating and to start thriving. So while I get organized, I can also make time for self-care and fun stuff too. Because that is so important. So by being organized, I'm calling my life into alignment, using tools that simplify my day to day. I feel so much lighter and brighter. And I wake up with this energy where I feel excited about life. And that's so important. So important, I feel excited about my home and that it lights me up and that I achieve all these goals that I have. So even though in the past, this kind of felt like some distant fantasy dreamland, I'm getting practical about my desire to stay organized so that I can prioritize what's really important in my life and release anything that I'm just holding on to for no good reason. So that I'm able to release stressful energy that allows me to glow. Knowing that this organized life is something I create for myself, and being able to reap all of the beautiful rewards that come with being organized. Amazing. So that brings us to the end of today's workshop, all on organization. And I hope that it really helped you to, like I said, like release that weight and find more of a direction in your life in terms of like where you want to go, what you want to organize. And yeah, for this workshop, as like a homework, like what is one thing that you can do today to feel more organized, whether it's like organizing your space or like cleaning your home, calling someone that you've wanted to speak to for so long. Like, what is it that you want to do specifically? One thing to tap into this energy of organization. I love this workshop, and I'll see you guys next week for the UTOPIA